let me arrive, finish in this UK, then I'll not carry mic and say, praise the Lord, I have a testimony. People want me to cry. People want me to cry on the internet. Stop it. God opened the door like this. Yeah, that was what happened. Because as you have joined my channel, the blessings will spread. Yeah, that's how it's gonna work. Hi my darlings, and welcome back to my channel, Choco Beauty Name. And if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome to my channel. If you've not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Go ahead and watch all of my videos and give them a thumbs up. I'm pretty sure you will enjoy them. And if you're a returning subscriber, my OG, welcome again to my channel. Today we're doing something quite different. We're not doing a vlog today, as you guys can see from the title of the video. I'm pretty sure you all already know that I relocated to the UK last year, and if I remember, I left August ending, and it should be 6 to 7 months already since I moved. And so today's video is going to be talking about my 6-month experience so far living and studying in the UK. And also, I left a poll on my Instagram story asking the majority of you guys that follow me on Instagram to ask your questions on relocation, work life, school life, living in the UK, and all of that. And I received a truckload of questions. I also came here on YouTube and did the same thing, and I also received some questions. I also have people that have DM'd me even before I posted the poll, and they had several series of questions. So I am going to be answering all of those questions in this video while still chipping in my own personal experience since I moved to this country. So a quick one before I start to mention the questions and answer them. I have a very good news in between this video for you, a very juicy news that I'm pretty sure that if you hear it and you are a good person, your heart is good, you'll be jumping up for me in your sitting room or wherever you are. So I want you to stick to the end of this video. Let me answer your questions. And in the middle of the answering of the questions, I'm just going to drop my news. And I want to start saying congratulations in the comment section. Even before I say it, start typing congratulations, because yes, it's a congratulatory message. So yeah, keep watching and the juicy news will come. Stay tuned. So I have a couple of questions here. I'm going to read them out and I'm going to just answer them, and I'll try and make this as quick as possible because nobody wants to see somebody talking for over 30 minutes. So yeah, let's get started already. So the first question here says, how do you shuffle around work, school and home? Honestly, I have not still learned the trick to shuffling my work life, home life, school life, and all of that. In fact, my content suffered majorly when I moved here. For like 4 months, I really couldn't get myself. I was surviving on videos I had shot in Nigeria and just posting them on YouTube. And if you guys notice on YouTube, I wasn't even that consistent with my posting. I could post like once a month because I was honestly trying to like manage the content that I had. I found it a bit hard trying to settle in this place, moving from school to the house or from the house to the school. And fortunately and unfortunately for me, I stay like 2 hours away from my school. I school in Hertfordshire, University of Hertfordshire. And if you've not seen my last content on a day in the life of an international student studying in the UK, I'm just going to leave the link up here for you guys to watch, so you guys can just go ahead after you've seen this video to watch it, so you understand what I'm trying to say about traveling and school life in general. So yeah, it hasn't really been easy, settling down and all of that. I mean, it's a new country, it's a new place, and I've only spent like 6 months, 7 months in this country. And it's actually got a bit easy for me because I came with a dependent. I didn't come alone. But even as even with that, it's still not really like easy juggling everything. Up until now, I would just say maybe it was just last month I started taking my work life seriously, content and whatnot. You guys already know that I could hardly post on Instagram, TikTok, and then having to now open a new TikTok page. Everything has just been like chaotic. But by God's grace, we're surviving. It's getting better. I'm hearing that if I spend at least 1 year here, then I would have my life all together. It's a lot better than it was before, and I feel like for anybody coming here, it's going to get better as well. You just have to give it time. So yeah, I hope I've answered that question, Sha. So moving on to the next question. This says, good evening, sis. Please, if I get a job in the UK with free sponsorship and I don't have the money to process my visa and do other things, what do I do? Ha. See, if I wear your shoes, I will look for that money. Did you just say you got free sponsorship and you're not looking for money for visa? How much can visa cost? Well, if I'm not trying to be insensitive, I know that the pounds to naira rates currently is not smiling. It's not smiling at all. I get that part. But honestly, if you get free sponsorship to come to this UK, by hook or by crook, I'm not saying you should do any criminal activity though, but if you will solicit for funds, solicit for funds. If you open GoFundMe, because getting sponsorship in this country is like digging for gold in a village. I don't know if the analogy makes sense, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say. It's not easy getting sponsorship in this country, and most of the sponsorships you even get are for like things that you probably don't have passion for or something. So if you found free sponsorship, see, you have options. Open GoFundMe, like I've said before. Solicit for funds. If you beg the Olori Ebi in your house, family head, if you open family meeting, tell everybody that me going to the UK is for the benefit of everybody. You know, explain yourself. Maybe everybody will drop, if it's 500k per person or 1 million per person. You know, I feel like it might not be the same for you, but then just look for the money, honestly, because the way Nigeria is going, for what long lower is in God. And so yeah, that's my advice for you. This question says, I'd like to know the specific travel agency you used for your trip. Well, I didn't use a travel agency, and I've noticed that with most Nigerians, everybody always wants, you know, a particular organization to help you do all of these things, and you don't want to do the research yourself. In all honesty, I started with the research by myself when I was informing my parents about, you know, travel agencies and all. My dad really discouraged me on it, because I mean, a lot of people have had their fair share of, you know, bad dealings with these agencies. So I didn't bother, although there are some legit ones out there. But I actually did reach out to 2 of them in the beginning of my processing, and the response I got was good, but I was supposed to pay like, how much, maybe 70k or so for consultation and stuff like that. And it wasn't even the money that was doing me. I was lacking in some documents, and we were conversing via mail. And see, I just dropped it, and I tried to go and do the research by myself, you know, the school I wanted to go to, how much it costs, what visa is, what it feels like applying for a visa and all of that. And while I was doing all of that, I got to the part where I was supposed to now, you know, apply to the school to get an admission from them. And as soon as I was about to submit, I think I had already even submitted my application form, when I just got like 3 different calls from some people that said they were working with my school as agents. And I was shocked at first, but they also reached out to me via mail, and their mail carried the school's name in it. So I just knew that they were really from the school. So apparently my school has this West African region agency that, you know, help with people coming from West Africa to the UK, to my school specifically. They help you with all of your document processing, like from the beginning to the very end, like till you will enter the UK. They are going to help you with it. Even after you enter and you have issues, you just have to reach out to them. And honestly, they've been of a great help, if that's the correct English, because it cuts deeper than just helping you with your document processing. So what I would say is, my school assigned agents for us. I had the option of picking between or amongst 3 agents, and I ended up picking one. That was the first person to reach out to me. She didn't even reach out to me. My uncle was already in the school, got help from her as well, so he just forwarded her number to me, and that was how we started the whole process. So yeah, if you need our contact, I'm going to leave it in the comment section, but I'm going to ask her if that is fine by her, because I don't know if, you know, you're supposed to have a specific agent to yourself. So I'm going to ask her, but they're from the school, and everything you need to enter the school, every trick, tips, everything, they'll provide everything to you. So yes, I use the agent from the school. I didn't use a specific travel agency. The next question here is, I just want to know more about scholarship in the UK and how I can go about it. In all honesty, I cannot help you. I will still say do your research. I get this mail frequently from UNICAF. I've been getting the mail since when I was in secondary school. I think I applied, is it secondary school? University, sorry. I think I applied to them when I was in my final year. I just badly wanted to leave the country at that time. So I got, I think what even delayed me that time was because I had not even received my certificates, my BA certificate, so they couldn't really help that much. So since that time I've been getting mails from them, and currently they even gave me, like, just last week here actually, I received a mail that I have 2,500 scholarship for an online UK master's course, and I'm like, I'm already doing one master's, but I don't know. I just responded to them, but I've not gotten a response. Although my school did give me scholarship, they gave me £1,000 off my school fees, and I'm hearing that for this year they are giving £2,000 off, you know, your school fees. So if that's enough money for you, then by all means, you know, apply to my school to get that scholarship. But if you want to apply, I would just like to let you know that you don't apply online. Is when you've gained your admission and you've paid your deposits, that is when you will get it. That's when they will know you are very serious about coming to the school. But if you go to the school's university website as well, I feel like there's some scholarships that you can apply to, but I wasn't big on them. I didn't check them. I didn't make my research on them, so I really cannot answer. So my advice for you is go online. Google is your friend. Just buy data. Google is really your friend. There is so much information online about these things. You can come on YouTube as well and ask for, you know, schools that give scholarship and all of that. This question says, did you and Josh have to get married in order to travel with him? Anyways, let me answer your question. So there's a new rule in the UK rules and regulations about immigration, and it says that you don't have to be married to your partner to come into the UK. So if you're planning on coming with your partner, you don't have to get married if you don't want to. You don't have to go to court if you don't want to. So you're free from all of the shackles of getting married if you don't want to. But if you want to, by all means do. But yeah, I hope that has answered your question, because I feel like you're asking for your personal self, maybe because you're in the same shoes and you don't know if you should get married to your partner. It's not by force to get married. If you don't want to get married to the person, no yawa, no problem. You can still come to the UK, apply as a couple, but you know, still bear separate surnames or not have like a marriage certificate and all of that. So yeah, that's fine. I hope that answered your question. That question says, please, what kind of work do students get to do? Waitress, receptionist, etc. Well, yeah, one thing I love about the UK compared to Canada is that, even compared to the US, is that there are a lot of works for students here. You cannot exhaust the option. How do you want to even exhaust it? There are a lot of options here. But one of the good options that I am a partaker in, and I don't want to say I love it, because my friend Mary has been telling me to stop saying I love my job so that I will not get stuck there, but I actually do like my job, and that is the job of a waiter. I intend on, you know, making a video on how you can apply to be a waiter easily without even having an experience or prior experience to, you know, being a waiter. And let me know if you want to see that video in the comment section. Unless if you don't let me know in the comment section, I will not shoot it, because it's not easy doing sit down video. So let me know if you want to know how you can apply as a waiter. It's a very chilled job. In all honesty, it's very chilled. I prefer it over, you know, doing care job. Yeah, that's the truth. I feel like care job is for people that, you know, have passion for it. If you don't have passion for it and you try to do care job in this UK, you'll be frustrated. And most care jobs that I know of that my friends do don't even pay as much as I receive as a waiter. And aside from the amount I receive and the holiday pay I get as a waiter, I also get tips. So for almost every shift I go for every work I get to do, I get tipped. I mean, I still collected like £105 tip the last time I, you know, did this work. So yeah, there are a lot of jobs you can do, but I would always advise anybody to, you know, try and be a waiter. You will enjoy, and they treat us well. While you're working, they feed you for at your shift. You get to eat what the guests are eating. If you're a waiter, they don't just give you random food like that, and they treat you with so much respect. And they just make you feel like you're servicing kings and queens, so you should be treated like one. That's why I like that job. So yeah, you can be a waiter. As for receptionist, I actually applied. There's a high competition in that area already, and the competition is between the locals, if you get what I mean. So you just coming from one country and claiming to be a receptionist would not really work. But I know that the waiting agency, the hospitality agency I work for, sometimes have receptionist and administrative roles in the app for you to apply to. They are not always consistent, but they come once in a while if that's what you want to do. And I also heard about care jobs. Yeah, you can apply for care jobs, but I will not advise a student to do care job, because you're stressed while doing care job, and then you still have to go through the stress of going to school, doing your assignments. It can be mentally exhausting. I mean, I like soft life. I like soft life. So I wouldn't advise, but if you have passion for care job, you love to care for people, by all means go for it. I mean, a lot of care jobs even give you sponsorship, so maybe when you're done with school you can get sponsorship from them. But that's not my end goal. I do not intend on staying back in this country with a care sponsorship, so I did not bother going for one at all. Majority of the people I know are doing care because of the sponsorship as well. So yeah, if that's what you want to do, I feel like at the end of the day you need to look at your long-term goals. Do you want to stay back by getting a job in your field of study, or do you want to try another industry, or do you just want to stick with care? If you want to stick with care to stay back, then please start doing care as soon as you enter. I mean, the more experience you have, the better your chances. So yeah, there are lots of jobs for students, and I would just say, if you want to do soft life, please be a waiter. It's way better. Question says, can you explain the whole process clearly enough in case someone wants to travel? If I explain the whole process from the beginning to the end, shame I'm going to leave here like this. Okay, I'm just going to try and summarize it. The first thing is actually to look for a course that you want to study. Then you look for a school that offers that course. Look for a school that offers, a lower tuition fee and that has a flexible payments plan. At least a school that allows you pay in 3 installments. Although for most international students now, they don't allow us for more than 3 installments. But I heard that there are some schools in the UK here that even allow as high as 5 to 7 installments. So you can look for schools like that. And I feel that because of the present economic recession both in Nigeria and the UK, a lot of maybe UK universities will be open to increasing their installments or reducing their school fees. I don't think they'll reduce the school fees anyways, but I think they would increase the amount of times you can pay instrumentally. So look for schools like this. All of these things cuts down to research. You need to make a research. What made mine very easy for me is the fact that my uncle was already studying in my school. It was on his second year. It was on a 2-year study route, and was on his second year. So when I wanted to apply, my daddy just told me, go and meet your uncle. And then it was like, I attend University of Hertfordshire, make your research and let me know. And I had friends too were also coming here, and I just asked him, what's the name of the school you are going? So when I asked, and I could see the proximity, and I was like, that one is too far. I have a friend in the University of Sunderland, and I'm like, that's too far. I had one in Salford, and I'm like, still too far. I wanted to stay in London because I know that they pay you better in London, although cost of living is high, but you get better pay in London than in every other place outside London inside this UK. So that's why I came to London. So proximity also matter. Maybe the family member that you have in the UK stays in Manchester. Why not look for a school in University of Manchester? At least you know that your 1 year rent, you will not pay it, or you will pay minimal. So you want to look for a lot of things, a lot of factors that could influence your decision. So it depends on you basically. If you don't have anybody here and you're just starting off by yourself, I'll not advise you come to London because London is expensive. I don't really have a lot of people here in London, like family, but I came with a dependent, so I just knew we'll rough it out. So you can be like me and you can decide not to. So a lot of it is research, and like I already mentioned, my school has an agent that will help you with all your document processing, the right documents you need, how you will submit it well to the immigration office. if you have interview questions, I didn't do interview questions anyways, I was lucky, but if you have interview questions, they will help you. If you're even coming with a dependent, they will help you and your dependent, and they don't charge. Yeah, I wasn't charged for, the help that I got from the school's agent. It was free. So yeah, I think I've been able to answer that question up to a point. When you get your admission and everything, the rest is easy. Just, always put your ears down for new information. Always. And the best place you can get up-to-date information that would not deceive you is the UK government site. I think it is gov.uk. Yeah, I think it is www.gov.uk or something. I would look for the link and put it on the screen. Always, look for up-to-date information. Don't hear information of they say. Then look for people that have already gone. Ask them for their personal experience. If you are hooked up at any point, ask them. But if you're applying to my school, you don't even need to ask any other person for information. Whatever the agent tells you is the facts. Yeah, so that's how it works. And then they add you to a group chat where there are a bunch of West Africans, Nigeria, Ghana, a lot of them would have gone before you. They will tell you how the places, there's just a community that the school helps you belong to. So yeah, you can honestly choose my school. My school is just stressless, and my school is not in London, so cost of living in London is higher than where my school is. So you would easily get like cheap houses in Hertford. Houses there are very affordable to an extent, at least. So, and if it's a school hostel you want to stay, no problem. It's also not expensive. So yeah, I think I've been able to answer your question. Do your research. That's it. So this question goes, hi, please, does University of Hertfordshire offer a range of scholarship? Can you also please do a video concerning your application process and all school fees, deposit fee, and all of that? Thank you. Like I said, if you're coming to my school, I don't need to help you. The agent that school assigns will help you with all of that. How to make your deposit, how to pay it, how to pay for visa, how to pay for IHS. They will even ask you what course you want to study. If it's not available, they will tell you what courses are available. So you just need to actually make an effort to apply. And like I already said, I would ask my agent that helped me if she's okay with me dropping her number in the comment section. If she is, just go to the comment section. Our number is going to be there. Text her and tell her you want to apply to University of Hertfordshire, and she will take it up from there for you. They are always available to help you and ready to help you at no fee. At least I know that when I did mine, they didn't charge me. So yeah, that should answer your question, because if I say I should start helping you, a lot of things have changed from when I applied up until now. Rules have changed, regulations have changed, but the agents are always kept up to date, so they would know what has changed and if it will affect you. Okay, so the good news is that I got a job in my field. Yes, I am now a content creator for an establishment. I'm not going to open my yash out there for you people to know. I'm not going to give you so much details, but then I'm now a content creator for an establishment, and it's actually been very blissful. And for the first 1 month, I couldn't really do a lot of waiting jobs that I was doing, because you're only allowed to do 20 hours per week in this country. So it was already beginning to clash, and I didn't want any issues. But I'm still doing my waiting job on the side. Maybe the week that I know I'm not doing so much work for the establishment, I still take my waiting job that week. So yeah, that's the good news, guys. I literally prayed for this. I the funny thing is, I didn't even pray so much for it. I just told God that this is it. I even told God that if they don't even pay me, I don't mind, because I need it to be on my CV, so that when I'm applying for jobs later, it shows that I already have UK experience, UK work experience. And a lot of establishments and organizations are very particular about you having a work experience here in the UK. If you say you have worked 15 years in Nigeria, you would hardly get responses. But once you mention a company or an organization, if you just be a gate man there, they already know that, you've been in the system and you know how it works. So they take you seriously than every other candidate. So yeah, I just wanted to have that UK work experience. It is so important that a lot of people even go ahead to do volunteer jobs, just to be able to mention the name of that company in their CV, that okay, I volunteered, even if they did not pay me. So yeah, it was like a dream come true. God is still in the business of helping people. And in all honesty, if you're probably in the position I was in last year when I moved into this country, my best advice for you is to just trust God. And that's why I'm not even so bothered about settling fully in this country, because God that did that one can do better. He can do more, and I know he will do more. So yeah, pray to God and trust God, and always pray according to his will. That's the main important thing. Honestly, pray according to his will. And one very big advice that I have for people that are watching me at the moment is that if God did not tell you to leave Nigeria or wherever it is that you are that is not in the abroad, don't leave. If you did not hear, don't even say, oh, because when I was doing the processing it was going smooth. No, going smooth is not enough. Consult with your maker. Is it time for me to leave this country and go to another country? I'm not trying to advise you because I've already gotten a content creation job. I'm just saying it because the doors that have opened for me in this country and are still opening, I feel that they are just as a result of the fact that God had a hand in me, or has a hand in me coming here. If he did not have, and probably I'll still be like suffering a whole lot. Things are better for me compared to a lot of other people that I know. And I know that it's not because, oh, God loves me better. I just feel that it's because I was obedient to an extent. So if you did not hear from God, this is your sign. I know that you're probably saying, God, I'm waiting for you to answer me. I've told you now. Pray about it until you hear something. You don't even have to hear, until you get a sign, a major sign that you go. If you don't get it, please don't move. Because as we are complaining that Nigeria is bad, trust me, a lot of people are still getting rich in Nigeria. A lot of people are earning in dollars and in pounds, and they are making it in Nigeria. Yeah, a lot of people. Go ahead and research. You see that it's not everybody that is hungry in Nigeria. You can be part of those people that are still, flexing in Nigeria. You just have to pray according to the will of God and tell him to, put you on the right path for yourself. So yeah, that's it. But anyways, please start rolling in your congratulations message, because I told God that this year people will congratulate me. That is it. I'm going to be telling each other congratulations on this channel. Oh God, as you are telling me congratulations, I'll be telling you back and say congratulations to you too, because as you have joined my channel, the blessings will spread. Yeah, that's how it's gonna work. So anyways, thank you for the congratulatory messages in advance. yeah, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, that's that on that. Now let's move on with our question, because time is already going. I have a place to be. I have to be in school by this morning, so let's quickly rush it and move on. Question says, do you think you would have coped this well if you relocated alone? And is balancing school and work life easier in the UK? We should not lie, we should not steal. If I had come to this UK alone, in the second month, I'd have packed my bag and gone back to Nigeria. That's just the honest truth. Because, like I said, I like soft life. I might look like a tough babe. I'm not tough. My daddy did not teach me to be tough. My daddy taught me to love life, to enjoy life. So, I don't like stress. And coming here alone, it's a lot of stress. I cannot stress. So, I don't think I would have survived if I had come here alone. I probably would have survived if I had a family member that I was living with and I wasn't paying rent to, and all I was just doing is, okay, the money I'm getting from my work is just for me to feed, and they've paid all my school fees finish. That's the only way I could survive in this kind of country. If my fees were totally paid, if I was living with a family member and I wasn't paying rent, or maybe I was just dropping money for groceries, that's just it. Or if those two factors were not in it, hey, how do you want to survive as a student in this country? How people do it, but trust me, your studies get to suffer. Trust me, especially if you are a bookworm like me. If you like school like me, I like school and I don't like to fail. So I wouldn't even want to venture on a journey that I know would lead to, failure at the end of the day. Yes, I will have the certificate, but did I finish with distinction? No, I want to finish with distinction. So when the old thought of coming to the UK came up, I said it straight up. I legit said it. In fact, I didn't even say it. They told me straight up, you're not going alone. I said, thank you very much. I know I cannot go alone before because I want to survive. So yeah, it's better you come with someone, or the factors I mentioned before have already been fulfilled. If they have, you can survive here. Or better still, if you've paid more than half of your school fees. If you've paid 70% of your school fees and all that is left is 30%, I mean, you probably still have 6 months to raise the money. So you can probably raise the money by yourself coming to the UK, but you will not be paying rent. As long as you're not paying rent in this UK to anybody, you will be able to pay your fees in 6 months. That is if you've paid 70% of your school fees. So that means if you're paying 17k to a school or 15k to a school, you should have paid at least 10,000 or 11,000 from Nigeria. I know that all that is left is 4k. Because as a student here, if you're adhering to the 20 hours per week stuff, and you're working like me, working as a waiter, you'll be getting 1,000 to maybe 1,001 per month as a student. Now, if you're not paying rent, you know that, you're just probably removing maybe £200 or £300 for you to survive for that month. The remaining 700 goes into savings. Do you see that calculation? Now, if you have 6 months to pay the remaining 30% of your school fees, 7 times 6 is already how much? 4,200. Can you see that you've paid literally all your school fees? And if you need, the small change that is on top, you can solicit for the funds. Maybe if somebody send you 100, another person send you 200, another person send you £100, the money will be complete. So that's just the only way. If not, I don't know. I want to advise anybody to come as a student into this country without a dependent. And honestly, I'm hoping that they lift this dependent ban thing very soon, because a lot of UK schools are already suffering from it. And I feel that by September latest or by January next year, that ban should be lifted, or they will just, restrict it to students that, probably finish with a 2-1 or finish with a 2-2 can come independent, that kind of thing, so that they can just curb the amount of people coming in. But aside from that, I don't know. Or maybe you have somebody in Nigeria that will fund you and pay for your fees while you're here, then by all means come. But in all honesty, even with dependents, it's still not easy, because it's not certain that your dependents will get the kind of job they were doing in Nigeria. Imagine your dependent was a banker in Nigeria. Where do you want to see banking job? Where you want to start from? Your dependent will still have to do menial jobs at the beginning. So menial jobs to now survive, pay rent, pay school fees, eat, go to school. That's just my own truth. You can decide to still defy all odds and still come. I mean, hustling spirit and all. May God be with you. But that's just the honest truth from my own end. And you asked if balancing school and work life in the UK is easy. It's not yet easy, but I'm hoping that maybe after 1 year it gets easier, when I'm done with school, because my major issue right now is school. The fact that I have to go to school and do assignments is a major headache. So maybe when school is out of the picture and I'm already working, then yeah, it would probably make sense. But right now, since it's first 1 year, it's just for you to know the country. It's not for you to fully settle down. A lot of people do come anyways and get settled in 1 or 2 months. I mean, those people have saved a lot of money from Nigeria. Probably already been planning to jackpot 5 years ago. So they've saved quite a lot of money and they already have their goals and all of that. So it's easy for them. But me, I did not save. So this is a punishment for not saving from Nigeria. But yeah, I hope I've been able to answer your question. Another question is, how did you go about your tuition fee and which agency did you use for application? I've answered the question on the agent. Now, how did I go about my tuition fee? If I don't give honor to whom honor is due, heaven will be angry. Yeah, heaven will vex. In fact, may they not send thunder to strike me from heaven. I was able to pay at least more than half of my school fees because my dad helped me. People want me to cry. People want me to cry on the internet. Stop it. Anytime I actually remember how much sacrifice that man made, it just actually makes me cry. Yeah, my dad sorted out my fees. Not all of my fees, basically, but Yoruba will say, yeah, it's me, meaning He escorted me up until the point where I had no reason to fear. So yeah, my dad did all of that. And I've heard of stories where family members, come all together and make contribution, especially if you're a beloved in the family. I have that kind of family. If my dad wasn't buoyant enough as at the time when I moved, and it wasn't like it was buoyant, no, it was just God's grace. If my dad hadn't done that, I know that my family members would have stood up and helped. Family would have helped, honestly, because I'm a beloved in my family. Stop it. They love me in my family. We love ourselves in my family, and yeah, family would have helped me, honestly. So yeah, that was how I was able to. And NLP, see, give honor to whom honor is due. NLP, my father and family, oh, they played a major role. I was constantly praying for finances, for open doors, and for every level I was getting, the door was literally, it wasn't opening like, let me peep through. God opened the door like this. Yeah, that was what happened. Because for every single time I was all through my relocation process, every morning when I was faced with a new challenge, Pastor Bolaji just had a way of bringing up new prayer points. I said I was going to give this as a testimony on the NLP platform, but I was just telling myself, let my testimony be complete. Let me arrive, finish in this UK, then I'll not carry mic and say, praise the Lord, I have a testimony. Yeah, because what the Lord has done in my life, it's not something anybody can talk finish. But anyways, yeah, NLP, family, daddy, yeah, and God. Yeah, that was what helped me pay my tuition fee. We have finally come to the end of this video. My mouth is already paining me. I think I have tried, and I hope that we've not entered 30 minutes yet, because we have talked a lot. But you people will watch it like that, because you people that ask me a question, and I do not want to do part 2 from the few questions that I got before people say beauty has started. So you better watch it to the very end. Watch. I'm very sure that for you to even hear what I'm saying, you watched it to this point. Good. So thank you guys for watching up until this point. If you've not subscribed and you're looking at me, you're looking at my fine face, you've not subscribed to my channel. Why? Please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend it to other people that are in need of it. And all the good things that we do on this channel, please do it. You're already a member. Why should I be stressing to be telling you what to do? Subscribe, that's the cocoa, and watch the video to the end. So if you've not seen my previous video, please go ahead and watch it. I'm pretty sure you enjoy it, because a lot of strength and sweat went into that video, so you better watch it. Yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching up until this end. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, my loves. Bye, guys. Now I'm feeling